Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Robert with Sherburne Outdoors, and today we are talking budget fridges. If you've been following the channel for years, you know I do long trips out and about, sometimes up to a week, and I don't use the Dometic or the ARBs or the Ice Coast. Those are great fridges. They're super expensive. You can get well over $1,000. There's no need for that. I've been running SetPowers for years. Now, full disclosure, SetPower did send me this refrigerator to test out, and I've got other fridges from them as well. Down here's by Dual Zone that I've been using for a couple years now, that I've had out on big trips. You've seen it, had it out in the summer when it's been 98 degrees, and it costs about 400 bucks. Today we're going to be talking about the new RF25, which is a 25 liter or 27 quart. Sometimes you don't need the big cooler. You're going out for just one night or you're going to the beach. You know, you don't want to lug that thing around. This one down here is a 45 liter, and it is great. It is great when I go into multi-day trips. It does the job, but sometimes I just need something smaller when I'm going out on a day trip or I'm just doing a one-nighter out and about, and this is ideal. Now, it is cost-effective as well. It is $249.99. You will always find some kind of coupon code on Amazon. As of today, which is Super Bowl Sunday, 2025, they've got a $40 coupon. I think I've also seen another time when they had a 15% coupon. So check that when you're on the Amazon website. You know, it's pretty light. It's only 23.4 pounds. If you look here at the dimensions, it's 13.1 by 24.3 by 14.3 inches. And it's just really nice. I really like this. It's got a lot of features. One thing I like about it, even in an economical fridge like this one, it's going to be a freezer as well. It has an app. And why do you need an app? To be honest, when I've got this in the back of my truck, I can just very easily pull up the app and see what's going on with it and just kind of set it up a little bit further. Or if I'm in the house, I'm getting ready to plan a trip, I can turn this on in the garage, get it cooled down maybe the night before. But I do use the app. It's very nice. It is energy efficient. I will tell you, this thing is pretty good on how it handles consuming of energy in eco mode or in max mode. I mean, we're looking anywhere from the low end at 28 watt consumption in eco mode or 40 watt in max mode. So, you know, very good. I'll give some test results in a bit, but I did this just like I did everything else with our Blue Eddy 1152 watt hour power station, and I was getting crazy run times out of this thing. Now, obviously this thing's smaller, but I mean, when I say crazy, like we're in low mode, we were able to go 133 hours on this. Which should be suffice any trip that you go out to for like ever. It's got a 3-year warranty on their compressor, and one thing is they built their own compressor. They're not using a third-party compressor, so they've got a lot of control, and it is built for overlanding, so it will handle a 40-degree incline, which is pretty nice. So in addition to it having these integrated handles, it also does have these tie-down strap inserts, so it gives you the ability to strap it down. It doesn't come with any straps itself, so you'll need to buy them additional. And it does have a reversible lid that you can pull out real easily like so and put it back in and put it on the other side. So depending on your setup, I did have to move it around because I like to have the power on this side in the back of my Gladiator, and the power station will be to the left of that. And then, you know, it's quiet. It's only 32 decibels. Hey, so why don't we fire this thing up, look around, and just see what's involved with it. So again, we got the integrated handles right here. We've got the tie-down strap fasteners right here. We've got a nice display. It's showing we're right now at 68 degrees, so it is cooling down. It is on Bluetooth, and we do have this in eco mode. And I do have it set up for Fahrenheit, which is really nice. It's got a good app. We'll go through how to set this up in a second. And then you've got some power buttons here and some up and down if you want to control it from here. I actually do it from the app itself. It does have a nice QR code here so that you can find your app. And down here is the compressor. It goes all the way around. Now it is currently on, and you can barely hear it. And if we look here, we're pulling about 30 watts, 28 to 30. Because we are in eco mode, so it is firing up. And if we look at the other side, it is exactly the same. You've got your integrated handle, your tie strap fasteners. Let's open up the lid and look inside. Again, we've got inserts here so that we can have the lid on both sides. We've got a tray up top here, and then it does have an insert that you can fill with water and freeze. And they do say this will keep things cold for 50 hours if you don't have power. Maybe you're in a blackout mode. But it's got a nice area here. Again, this is 25 liters or 27 quarts, and that's why they're calling it the RF25. Got a nice lid here, good seal that goes around, and it latches really well too. So as far as its function and its usage, it operates extremely well. It did come with a manual, and I will say, most manuals are bad. This one's really good. It was very simple. It comes with an AC power cord as well. I usually use this a lot when I'm in the garage getting ready for a trip. I'll power everything up and get this really cold. And then I actually do move to the cigarette lighter type plug-in here on the 12 volt and having to hook into my Blue Eddy AC 180, which is 1152 watt hour power supply. And you can see our old dual zone SetPower, which is my go-to for my longer trips. And I've got it in a thermal bag as well. All right, so in addition to the walk around we just did and the specs that we talked about before, this has a great mobile app. And if we look at it right here, it's really simple to use. You just download it from the site. It finds the unit here almost instantly. And in this particular case, we got our SetPower RF20 or RF25, which is what it's set up for. We're on the model RF25, so I will just click it. It is connected to it. Lets us know it's currently at 68 degrees. It is working its way down. It's connected here at the top at, pulling 12.6 volts. It's connected with Bluetooth, and I can adjust our set point down. I had it at 34, and I can come down to 30 if we want to. So again, very easy to use. At the bottom, we can turn things on or off. We can turn things to a freezing or fridge mode. We have options to turn it to Eco and Max at the bottom if we wanted to. Max is okay. It does draw a little bit more. I haven't found any reason why Eco would not work for me. I've taken this out on one trip already. I did hose it out and get it all cleaned up. But and then the other things it has in here is you can set up additional settings. Now, if you've been in other videos with me with diesel heaters and stuff, I love to be able to what I would call Americanize this. Be able to go to Fahrenheit, be able to move to feet, that kind of stuff. So in here we can actually adjust our setting. Do we want Fahrenheit or Celsius? What kind of battery protection? If we are hooking this into the car, we want to make sure we don't drag down our car battery. I never hook this into the car battery. I always hook this into a power station, but a lot of capabilities there. And you got some device sharing if you want to, so if you want to have multiple apps on here, you can. But this is a great app. I wouldn't say it's fairly sophisticated, and I love that. Oh, it's nice and simple. Now at the top we have a single zone. If we were on a dual zone fridge like I have down here, you'd have another tab up there for that. But this is the mobile app from SetPower. Very happy with this, very simple, very easy to use, zero problems hooking it up. So with all that said, I mean, how did this thing perform in a perfect situation? So whenever I get a new fridge, I do test it out in my dining room, and this was no different. I put a couple bottles of water in it and get it set up how I wanted to. Now, one thing I did do is I did fill this up and make it really cold, and then I did have it frozen when we did the frozen test for our divider. And here's some of the results. It was a bit crazy. Now this was in eco mode, so this wasn't in max mode. It'd probably be a little bit less, but we got 133 hours and 25 minutes in fridge mode set at 33 degrees. In freezer mode set at, I had it at 5 degrees. We got 41 hours and 32 minutes before it ran out the battery. That is crazy. That is, again, that is fridge mode, 133 hours and 25 minutes. Freezer mode, 41 hours and 32 minutes. So whatever your application is, or if you're having issues, whether it was a tornado or a hurricane, or you're just out camping, you just don't want to hook this into anything other than your battery power, it should do the job. So I'm loving this. This is good, again, for your day trips, your one-night trips, very configurable. Am I going to use this when I go out on a 4-night trip? No, I'm going to go down to my dual zone SetPower one. So I consider this to be the king of budget fridges. So in my recommendation, save yourself some money. You don't need those Dometic and ARB and IceCo coolers. I got to be honest with you. If you look at what Matt at Ozark Overland Adventures, he also runs these. He's a big fan of SetPower. I know he uses a lot of IceCo as well. But I don't see myself personally getting ready to do big trips out to Moab. I'll be using SetPower across the board. You got any value out of this? Please click that like button. Don't forget to hit subscribe and click that bell to be notified when we got new content out. Again, I am Robert with Sherburne Outdoors. Thank you so much for your time. Everybody have a great day.